2 years too late. Tonight, 10 Investigates has uncovered a possible loophole that allowed a teacher accused of kissing a student and sending her inappropriate photos to get hired in another school district.
Turns out he was under investigation at the time, but the district claims they didn't know that. His teaching certificate was active.
10 Investigates' Jennifer Titus is live at the Polk County Courthouse right now, where Jen, that teacher, sits behind bars.
Yes, Dave, but he's not here for the allegations you just mentioned. He's here because he was arrested for sleeping with a student at his new job as a teacher and coach in Polk County. But get this, the State Department of Education found probable cause for all those prior allegations, but that came a little too late. This investigation,
Education Practices Commission takes final agency action against teacher certificates.
Begins where it should end.
Once a case is investigated by the Department of Education and the commissioner finds probable cause, then the case comes before the EPC for adjudication.
But the 2018 case we are talking about for this investigation of inappropriate behavior of teacher and basketball coach Wayne Ricks still hasn't made it here.
So you guys have nothing to do then with how long it takes for a case to get in front of you guys?
The only part we have is once it's filed with us after probable cause is found and it's ready to go to hearing, then we set the hearing calendar.
A teacher is in trouble with the law. He's accused of an inappropriate relationship with a student.
We trusted a person to take care of children.
This is the parent of that student who asked us to hide their identity to protect their child.
I never imagined that they wouldn't be safe around somebody, especially a coach, a teacher.
10 Investigates went over hundreds of documents from the state, from Poinciana High School where Ricks taught and coached, as well as the court affidavit. There are photos of a phone that authorities say Ricks bought the student.
The niceness this person was showing was actually what's called grooming.
Also in evidence, an audio recording where Ricks allegedly admitted to sending an inappropriate photo to the student via Snapchat. Ricks was charged in Osceola County courts for transmitting harassing materials to a minor. That was 2018. The same time, the State Department of Education started their own investigation into the allegations to determine whether there was probable cause to take action against his teaching license. And while the courts found him not guilty of sending the photo, the Department of Education did find him guilty of sending the photo as well as kissing a student and buying them gifts. But that wasn't until 2 years after his arrest, and 1 week after he was arrested for sleeping with another student at Haines City High School in Polk County.
Were you shocked to hear first about the second arrest with him?
I couldn't believe it at first, but then I believed it because I actually warned them that it would happen again. I wrote an email to the Department of Education.
We went through dozens of other teachers' disciplinary actions from across the state who were found guilty of harassing or inappropriately touching a student or employee, and found most of them took more than a year before action was taken on the certificate. That means those teachers can continue to work despite being under investigation.
Can I ask Commissioner a question?
Yeah, sure.
We tried getting answers from Education Commissioner Richard Corcoran about the length of these investigations.
If you want to reach out today, I'll talk to my office.
Yeah, I've been asking for a sit-down interview because I have what the county's saying, Polk County, and what Osceola County is saying, what you guys are saying, and it's just all different stories. So I would love to have a one-on-one interview with you.
And we've also, with the help of the legislature, we've at our leadership and insistence with the governor's office is pushed for a bad actors list, so that now, because what happens is sometimes they'll get away with it in Lee County and then move to Escambia, and there's not a database. So now we're creating a database of bad actors, so those people can't just transplant, even from other states.
Yeah, yeah. If we can talk, because this happened in 2021, so it's under your. While you've been there.
Yep.
So how state statute says there's nothing, it might be a loophole, but I'd love to talk to you about it.
We called and emailed for a month after that conversation. No response.
I believe they pushed this aside and they did not follow through the way that they should have.
And the questions didn't stop with the Department of Education. 10 Investigates want to know how this teacher and basketball coach got hired in Polk County. Sure, his certificate was active, but wouldn't his past have ran foul during a background check? According to an audit, the ball was dropped. In a January 2021 audit. It was noted that background checks in Polk County schools needed enhancement.
Jen Titus with 10 Tampa Bay. How are you?
Good,
Hey,
how are you?
we were trying to get a hold of you just to interview about a situation that happened with one of your teachers and some.
We provided you guys with a written statement. I appreciate it.
The statement said that Ricks did pass a background check, but the past allegations against this person should rightly give cause for concern, and our personnel investigators are now scrutinizing applications for whether an applicant has been the subject of a previous investigation and if this should disqualify them for employment.
They did not do their research. They dropped the ball.
Jen Titus, 10 Tampa Bay. How are you?
We also tried interviewing the elected official whose district covers Haines City High School. We never got a response to our emails, so we tried talking with her outside a board workshop.
Parents want to know what you are doing to
No, I
make
think
sure that
you, the
students are
media,
safe.
want to know.
No,
but
I think
thank
parents
you.
deserve
Excuse me.
an answer,
I'm
don't you
done.
think?
No, our staff will handle that. Thank you. Oh my gosh, how disrespectful. How can you be so disrespectful
I don't think
towards
that's
us?
disrespectful.
Yes,
You're
it is.
an elected official.
Okay,
It
great.
happened in your district.
They're all responsible for this other child having this happen.
And back out here live, we have been speaking with lawmakers on whether or not a teacher certificate should be suspended or flagged if they are under investigation for an incident involving a student. I am being told they are looking into that. Now, I do want to tell you that this is not the first time that we have questioned Polk County's hiring practices. I want to bring in 10 Investigates Jenna Bourne, who uncovered a substitute teacher that had a history of complaints before he attacked a student.
We broke that story in May of last year in an episode of our YouTube series, What's Brewing. This is David Sierra, and he was found guilty of 2 counts of battery after he attacked one student and chased another. This video shows Sierra chasing a student across campus at Boone Middle School in Haines City. Police say right before this, Sierra attacked another student in a classroom.
He had grabbed me by my shirt and he was holding my shirt, so I had pushed him off of me. That's when he had swung at me, he hit me in my face. Then he hit me again. Like I was like this, and he had kneed me in my face.
Polk County Public Schools was told during Sierra's hiring process that he'd been fired from his last substitute teaching job. The district didn't ask for any further information and hired him anyway. Turns out Sierra had been accused of getting confrontational with students. You can find this episode of What's Brewing on our YouTube channel, The Deeper Dive. Look for the video that says red flags in the thumbnail.